Hey, you cool kids! It's very nice to see you! Welcome to another chilling episode of Mega Man Legends! Another unrelated ice pun. Okay, I'm done.
Just so we can get them out of our systems before we start our last major
Exactly!
dungeon.
I can only imagine that Matt just had this written down on a piece of paper.
I didn't! That was all improv.
Trying to talk to this man.
Talk
to the man, thank you.
I lost count of how many devil dammits are warranted for that.
So, back where it all started, technically for me, in this church building, whatever, which is actually a Diggers Guild-like building, where we took the test in the first place to make this all harder on me, this is where the last ruins are. And he asks for a donation before we can go inside the ruins.
Of course.
I don't
have
know.
100 zenny.
I was half expecting it's like...
invested in me.
I was half expecting something like, it's like, are you ready for my blessing? Yes, you may go out with my daughter.
God damn it.
Are you ready for my blessing? Yes. I'm sorry you are not yet ready. Bless you. Oh, thank you.
But fun fact.
I just run away like, I got it.
Fun fact. My parents, when my sister got her first boyfriend and she was going to bring him home to show my family, my dad wanted to do a joke, but we decided not to do it. My dad wanted to do a joke where he would sit on the porch cleaning his rifle.
So apparently, when people used to fall down, when people used to go down to the key or whatever, they used to see a girl, but now they're seeing a woman when they were lost in the Forbidden Island. That's all.
Oh no! It's almost like girls eventually become women. Wait.
No. They're helped by little girl. I'll just say woman saved them. Well, it makes some sense. Those who were lost in the past saw the girl, and now I'm thinking about they're trying to make all this eminent. They're trying to make all this ominous stuff, but no, dude, it means she freaking matured. In the past, they saw a girl, but now it's a woman. What could this be? And Mega Man just looks at this priest like, you don't get out much, do you?
Not really.
Wait, there's an outside?
I can tell you about the boys. No, that's tasteless. No, that's
you've been out there, haven't you? It's ass is freezing cold out there.
What is this thing you call the sun? We haven't seen it, especially not here in Minnesota.
So this is important. So there was so he's talking about a big legend that there are two goddesses, and one goddess was meant to be the goddess of the earth and protect the keys. Another goddess was a goddess of the sky who reigned up above and I guess used the keys or something like that, protected some great power.
Jay,
and when
this has to do with the game we're playing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And when a goddess from the sky came down from above to apparently talk to the goddess of the earth, they kind of argued and fought, and none was ever seen again. But it all happened supposedly on Forbidden Island, and that's why there's that statue in the main center of Kalinka that shows two goddesses back to back, and saying that the mother is anywhere, it must be somewhere to do with the keys.
And it's almost like we're about. Go ahead.
No, you can.
Go ahead, James.
It's like we're about to get in the middle of a sister's quarrel or something.
Yep, and they were rescued by a mysterious girl who was in pigtails. Which I remember seeing a girl like that in that deactivated pod, but Roll said she got no life signs from that, so it can't. I don't know.
How do you get life signs from anybody? You're all robots!
Maybe life signs in quotation marks, Matt. I can only imagine, Matt, if we
maybe it's kind of like maybe it's kind of like an
Mm-hmm.
EMP pulse.
I'm just saying, backing up, Matt, you're right. Everyone's a cyborg. So if we humans can create technology that can scan for and detect heartbeats and stuff in us living normal humans, I'm pretty sure cyborgs would have some point found in their own way, their own technology, to devise a way to detect their own cyborg pulses or whatever.
I was trying to
Androids!
but whatever.
That's true.
All you really know
Androids? Actually, the technical term would be cyborg androids.
Go ahead, James.
Again, all you guys really need to know is that technically we're pretty much a step above Reploids, which, as far as we're concerned, may as well be human.
They call us carbons.
Right.
Slight off topic discussion. Why do they have such a hate on for calling them cyborgs?
In what?
In Dragon
Ball.
Because...
Get rid of that shield.
Because everybody is an idiot.
Die! I just love the idea of me bullying him, and this friend's like, if I just stand behind my shield, he'll never find me. Oh no!
Oh no, he found me! No, wait, stop!
Also crap.
In case
Also
you're
crap.
All I
wondering,
can see
Ice.
is the flames of my turmoil, and now you
Ice.
feel it too.
Ice.
in case you're wondering the actual reasoning, everybody in Dragon Ball is an idiot, aside from Bulma and her dad.
For a
fair.
minute, I thought you said alien.
Well,
Elephant.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
Be careful, Mega Man.
Be careful, because guess
Oh
what?
boy.
There are ice physics.
Yeah.
These giant walruses.
But they're not as bad. They're just you kind of slip around a little bit. But really, if you just, but really you can't. At least they're not like I need asbestos shoes to make sure I don't accidentally freeze myself on cold parts of the ground.
Wait,
but
you can
really,
do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
used
can
to
get,
have
there
to
are
ask.
colder parts.
you can get frostbite.
But
Wow.
no, the asbestos shoes do not stop the sliding thing. But really, at least it's not like Crash 2's. Wow, I wonder what's going to
to
happen
be
when I
fair,
grab the chest.
what is there anything really as bad as Crash 2's ice physics?
Ape Escape.
Crash Wrath of Cortex.
You know, I will.
No. You say that, Logan. Wrath of Cortex actually made an improvement over the ice physics. They're actually manageable.
I
What about...
no, you were saying.
I was just gonna ask, like, what do you thought of my response? I said Ape Escape.
Ape Escape ice physics, I don't remember being too terrible.
I will still stand by the fact that I think. Wait, I will still stand by the fact that I personally think the best ice physics in any game was done in Shovel Knight.
Right. I mean, they're alright. I mean...
Hey, at least they weren't the wind physics.
No, you wanna know what game has the single best ice physics? Sly 2.
Yeah, that was interesting. Wasn't there?
I don't know. I feel like you would be sliding around.
No, actually you
feel
don't.
like-
That's the joke.
No, and he was trying to make a pun anyway. So let's take out these guys.
You
So
don't know,
the only
think
part
about
that's
Mario Galaxy had some pretty decent ice physics, but that's only because you can actually skate on them.
It's a Mario game. Mario
Yeah.
games tend to have good ice physics.
okay.
You know what?
Be very careful here because the red platforms will break
Oh,
after
yeah.
a while.
I was just about to say real quick, James, I almost misheard you for a second. I thought you said Wario Galaxy.
Here
Actually,
we go.
you know what's funny you bring that up, though, because Wario Land Shaken had some pretty manageable ice physics.
I didn't even know there were ice levels in that game.
There was
So-
one.
So you guys think there will be an ice physics in Shantae 5?
Maybe. Assuming they bring back Frostbite Island.
I was
That
about
could
to.
be it.
Yeah, I actually
very
was about to
nice.
say that. Like, has there ever been like any ice theme level in any of the games? Because I know Half Genie Hero didn't have one.
Frostbite Island and Pirate's Curse.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That place,
That-
honestly, it doesn't even really have ice physics. Technically, it does have hills where, like, if you try to get them up, you just slide on back down. But if you have if you use the full power of your risky boots, that'll be no problem.
I only remember that place because it was also
back
the
up
place
to
we
here.
met the Techno Baron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, jeez, careful. So we got a blue barrier key, and that's going to be used to take down the blue energy shield. This red energy shield, though, is not going to be a. We got to find the red barrier key, and I believe this red barrier thing is just a. It'll become a shortcut if we ever want to go back into the dungeon further. But now we can backtrack all the way back.
Sweet.
By the way, I am glad that the
Nuts.
blue is used for the blue and the red is used for the red, as opposed to in fucking Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire,
Here we go.
where for some reason the blue Sapphire summoned Groudon, the red Pokemon.
Huh.
And you.
I will love if that's his entire description. Not Earth and giant primordial dragon. No, he's the red one. Oh,
Yeah,
took the red
he
one.
took the red one. Anyway, going back to Shantae 5 real quick, something I'm curious about because they've shown that they did implement it to like a small degree in Half Genie Hero. Do you think 5 will actually have full-on voice work?
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I would say
might see
because
them
it's-
doing that for the first time.
I would say because of recent news, it would be incredibly awkward.
That is true. Yeah. Fun fact: Bolo and Shantae's actors broke up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well they broke up like months ago.
Yeah,
I mean, aren't they still friends though?
Yeah, they're still friends.
I mean, true.
So I don't really see any reason why they
that is
couldn't
true.
still.
I
There's
mean,
never been romantic
I would just say
tension.
so long as they don't try to insinuate a Bolo Shantae love plot, then I think we'll be fine.
Actually,
Yeah,
Honestly,
we know
I
that's
think at
never
this
gonna
point it's
happen.
never going to happen.
Oh shoot!
Actually,
Yeah.
here's one thing I personally love. One of my favorite references to a couple voice actors. Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham. By this point, they're married, right? They've been married since 2011. Fantastic couple. I love them. But no joke, in
Looks
almost
appealing. You should be
every
able to shoot
single
through it
project
without
they are both in together, their characters are enemies. To the point where
Yeah.
either their characters will kill each other or almost kill each other.
I think, and it's funny you mentioned that, Matt, because to my knowledge, I can only think of one project where they ever actually play each other's, married counterpart, and that's in Marvel Pinball Wizard, where Travis was Mr. Fantastic and Laura was Invisible Woman.
Ha! Nice. But yeah, no joke. Just to give you guys 2 examples, Soul Eater. Laura Bailey was Maka, and Travis Willingham was Free, and Maka nearly kills Free. And then the most infamous is probably Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, I was about to bring that one up.
Yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, where Roy Mustang literally kills Lust.
Quite graphically. Like, I don't think, like...
Oh yeah,
probably
no,
'cause
that show, like, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood got away with a lot of shit.
Yeah. I
You
want
know,
to ask because...
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask because I've been meaning to get back into the series. Like, how much more intense would you say Brotherhood is compared to the original?
Oh, definitely much more. Yeah, the
Also-
original may have some, like, really graphic stuff, but Brotherhood does definitely trump a lot of the graphic stuff in that series.
Honestly, I never took you as one to be a Fullmetal Alchemist fan.
I remember watching, like, the first few episodes of the original series years ago, and I remember liking it well enough. I just never got around to finishing it.
That's
Yeah, I would actually suggest watching
Looks like
Brotherhood
there's multiple levels.
and then
Oh.
watching the original, because one thing that a lot of people complained about Brotherhood is that the first 12, I want to say, episodes felt like a condensed version of the very first season, or of the whole, like the very first, not season,
Series?
but series, yeah. The very first Fullmetal Alchemist series, because when the first series was made, not even like half the story was finished for the manga. So they had to literally make their own story and stretch out a lot of plot points. Whereas, yeah.
I was just gonna say, I'm kind of curious, like, just like when it comes to comparing the two, because just going off of things that people have told me about it, is that I've been told that Brotherhood is definitely a lot more action-based, but a lot of people say that the original had a lot more, like, emotional depth.
Okay, yeah, I will say the original had more emotional depth, especially because it focused much more on Alphonse and Ed's relationship as brothers. But I personally like the story and villain of Brotherhood more. Because what sounds like a much more intriguing villain? A character who is basically an evil witch who just wants immortality, or a person who is a created human who wants to become God.
Whichever one did the unspeakable act of turning a girl into a weird dog.
Shao Tucker is neither of the main villains, but dear fucking God, he should be. Okay.
He's the biggest dickhead douchebag in all of anime.
Fun fact. At the end of every single manga, whenever a character dies, at the end of each of the books, after a character dies, there's a little small panel in the back of the book that Hiroma Arakawa, the creator of the series, would always draw of the characters or main characters who died in that volume going to heaven. Shao Tucker, no joke, is legitimately the only character seen going to hell.
The hell.
Well, he deserves it.
The only one. Even the maniacal being who is the main antagonist of the whole series, Father, who wants to become a god, still goes to heaven.
You know what? Like, not to take away any credibility from Father, he does sound like a cool character, but the way you describe that and how that he still was able to go to heaven in spite of that, for some reason reminds me of the completely idiotic thing that they did with Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hello! And goodbye.
Mega Man.
By the way, Logan, how are you?
I'm dying.
Sorry.
Sorry, Manny.
I think we were close to. I think that was it. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. I think that was almost 5 to 6 minutes where I just said, you know what? Just talk.
I'm sorry.
I could try to explain what's going on, but really, do you have all that energy? So yeah, we're doing a puzzle here, which requires leading these 3 elephant guys into the pits that will have weight activated switches that will open the 3 doors.
Hey, Manny, you're looking the wrong way.
That's right, Manny.
You have beautiful eyes.
I forgot that. Anyway, but yeah. I love the animation of going, and he just falls in. So yeah, there we go. Now all the doors are open, and you only have to do that once.
What are your thoughts on Full Metal, by the way, Logan?
I saw a lot of the show on Adult Swim. Whenever I was like up way too late, I remember seeing a couple of intense parts. I can never remember if characters like Envy are supposed to be a guy or a girl.
That is
like,
actually legitimately the age-old question. They never reveal Envy's gender.
I'm genuinely saying you could. They should make a game. That should be a game where they should. I'm not even joking. Take it. I'm serious with Full Metal Alchemist characters. Hey, guess this gender. I bet you at least one of them you will get wrong.
To be fair, Envy is like the only character that legitimately is like, oh, what is this person? Like, are they a boy
purposely
or
androgynous?
Yeah, they are purposely.
Was Wrath a boy or a girl?
Wrath. Fun fact: Wrath in the original series.
Turbocharger Omega. Thank you.
Wrath. All right. So Wrath in the 2003 anime is a
Nice.
I think is a boy. And, okay, here's one problem with the 2003 anime that is annoying. They do confirm Envy's gender in that one, but only because they really rewrote their character and how they promote the live work. In Brotherhood, it's completely different. Also, the interesting fact is that Wrath in the 2003 anime does not exist in Brotherhood, and a different character is Wrath.
I see.
Anywho's.
Also, is it like an instance where it's like it's a different person just given a title, or is it?
Whoa. Those guys are the keys.
Just going to say, slight kind of spoiler. Wrath in Pride in the 2003 anime is Wrath in Brotherhood and the original.
Got one. Oh jeez.
Don't mind me.
Crap. Now the chicken things can move. So I'm just gonna say right now, do yourself a favor and take them out first. Otherwise, it's gonna be a nightmare trying to move around here. And those rockets never stop, by the way.
Hey! Those rockets shouldn't be bad. We just need to grab one and then toss it around.
Exactly.
I still thought this one. Look for the keys by the red lights. You can shoot them to stun them, and try not to run into those things. Those little the round doofuses, because if you do, you'll give yourself frostbite.
Looking back on it, I remember hating this part.
But yeah, because you have to get right up close to them, and there we go. This one.
Ow! What the?
What even hit you there?
How did it hit? I don't know. But you have to get right up close to them, and then you'll pick them up by hitting the action button, I think.
There you go.
I love how hesitant he got there, considering what happened earlier.
Not again. No, don't you go.
Not again.
Anyway, just real quick, since I know you're the one that does it, James, name this part Full Metal Walnut.
Sure.
If we remember to. Come on. Stay still. Gosh, there. You have to tire them out. Anyway, I'm gonna die from all this stuff. I don't want to go into the boss like this. No.
Quick, get out your picnic basket.
I feel like they should have just after you gotten the keys, just made those characters
take me to the door.
The enemies disappear.
I'm hurting badly.
No, really, dude. Pull out something.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not getting a hostile reading.
You're on
okay.
I don't think it's going to attack you.
Okay, we're safe.
I don't think it's going to attack you, at least not now.
The last key should be in that room.
This is it, guys.
We're nearly
The
there.
last key for the mother lode.
Sure you
First
don't want
heal? Oh, I guess you're not gonna heal up.
I was about to say, sure
No,
you don't want to eat
There
your
you
picnic
go.
basket. Okay, never
What
mind
the-
about the picnic basket.
No, I have to do it.
Oh.
Well, actually, no, I like the fried chicken more.
Oh.
Well, who doesn't like a good old bucket of fried chicken?
Look at that. I'm unhealthy. Okay, we got the last key. That's it.
What's up?
I'm unhealthy.
We did it. Now we can go and frickin' get the biggest treasure of all.
Actually, you know what that reminds me of, man?
We got all the keys.
It's like, I am so
Don't let
freaking
your guard
healthy.
down.
I should reward myself.
It's not over until you get back to the surface.
The dig's not over until you get back to the surface. Yeah, because they're not gonna teleport me back to the front, top of the world. I have to
The
go back.
Reaper bot on
I'm
the
pretty sure there was
outside
at
of
least
that
one
door
point in the
showing
game where we
signs of
did.
increased activity. It looks like it's responding to the key in some way.
Uh-oh.
Gee.
You mean that seemingly threatening thing you told us isn't gonna attack us might actually attack us?
Oh,
Remember
come on,
back in the day when
it looked harmless at first.
Remember back in the day when Mega Man would just go, it just like warp out of places, and in the comics they proved they could just do it whenever they feel like it.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Hey, Morpha.
Yeah, that's essentially more fun.
Well, I think in the comics they did explain that there are some instances where there would be something like jamming their teleportation signals.
That's fair.
Never seen a reading for this.
This guy's kind of weird. He really only attacks with melee attacks at first, but be very careful. It's kind of like with the whole, like, you know, 2D image of a 3D environment. Like, depth perception can be pretty, like, it can be pretty, like, surprising how close you really are to the thing when it's
Yeah, I was about to say that picture around it is kind of throwing me off a little bit.
I would say for the best judgment, look at Mega Man's feet. The closer it is to his feet, that's how close it is to hitting you.
Gotcha.
Oh, now we need to move right now.
Oh boy.
Oh crap! No,
This ain't gonna be good.
because what he'll do is he'll energize the floor and make it all frostbitten.
Oh, there you are.
So now we're gonna have to chill up here and start moving because he's gonna start throwing a lot of projectiles at us.
And here I thought we were gonna stop with the ice buns.
Yeah. Oh crap! He's starting to lead his shots.
Oh boy.
They look like multicolored cinnamon buns.
Really? I see marbles.
You know what? Not
I would see them as
Oh,
marbles
man.
if
Crap.
I would see them as marbles if this wasn't a
thank
PlayStation
goodness.
1 game.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I was about to say not.
Yeah. The texture of that thing is really weird. It's all static.
I was about to say now that you
Medicine bottle.
mentioned that, James, for some reason now I have a hankering for donut holes.
Again, medicine bottle is used to cure status ailments, although you really don't use it too often.
Unless you get in a tight spot where you pretty much get stuck with the fucking thing.
Well, that is the thing. That's the thing to be careful of. Is you could. That is the thing to be careful of. Is that you could be in a position where
Whoa.
you're so low on health, and you have some, and you're frostbitten or you're on fire or something, and you can heal yourself, but also try not to get cornered by that thing.
Yeah.
But the issue is time to get to the platforms. But you could be in an instance where you have to heal yourself, but the status ailment is still there. There we go. Is still there, and so you'd want to use the medicine bottle first, so you don't have to worry about losing more health than needed. Also, I think I already mentioned, but thank God, this game does have a Resident Evil turn 180 degree camera thing. I think you have to. I think it's you hold back, and then you hit the circle button, and then you immediately move the camera shut. Ow!
Yeah, the more I look back on it, yeah, they're not cinnamon rolls. They're fucking multicolored donut holes.
All right, now we're in the final phase. He's moving a lot faster now. Ow!
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez, move. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Oh,
You
jeez,
guys-
he's
ow,
fast.
You guys ever
Oh.
had, you guys ever had blueberry
There.
donut holes?
Getting weaker, Mega.
Maybe once in my life.
I love those at Krispy Kreme. They're amazing. They're like glazed blueberry donuts. Oh God, just come on.
So close.
He's invincible.
It's so close.
So he's invincible. It's basically this phase is really easy, but just don't get cornered.
You
Oh,
can't hit me.
jeez.
I'm invincible, and you can't.
Oh, thank God.
Never mind.
Just wait for him to tire himself out and dead.
Finally.
Die! Die!
Wait,
Die!
why isn't it-
Oh, I think he has to. Oh, I think he had to wait till he formed up again.
Oh.
There. Please don't scare me like that. this done-
Napping.
Oh, this
thought
dungeon
you
was
had
shorter
that
than I
time.
thought it was. It's already done.
Yeah, this boss isn't really that hard.
This whole dungeon's not that hard. Really,
Donut holes for everyone.
Hey, oh, there
I
no.
could use dessert actually.
He looks sad like.
Boom.
I was saving it for dessert.
So, I'm just gonna cut to the chase right now with the editing. I'm just gonna cut out the fact that I'm about to run out of this entire dungeon. There's nothing else. Literally
Okay.
nothing else interesting happens. We're just gonna be running out of this.
Not even voice
whole-
stuff.
No, not really. We just
Wow.
run out of the whole place.
All right.
You noted.
Well, until next time, people.
See you.
All right, join us in the next part as we're finally gonna take all the keys back and nothing bad will happen. Also, prepare for for no related reason whatsoever. Prepare for a crap ton of lore.
Oh dear.
But first, to Krispy Kreme.